Today we'll be exploring the age-old question of nature versus nurture in the development of a cat's personality. And we'll be exploring in particular, is a backpacking cat born or made? This is the story of Simon Yosh, Bombay Kitty. Is a cat like Simon naturally outgoing and curious, or does nurture play a role? Having a human companion who works to encourage a love for exploring, for instance. Simon may help us figure out this puzzle. Simon is a 9-year-old Bombay cat that orbited into J.J. Yosh's world when his landlord rescued a litter of kittens. J.J. stepped in to take care of one of the cats, Simon, but things started out rocky. J.J. wasn't sure having a very energetic kitten was going to work. Another obstacle was his frequent travel and his love for the outdoors. But then Simon settled down, settled in, and JJ wondered, could Simon possibly join him? The answer, after a few experimental trips and a lot of dedication on JJ's part, was a clear yes from the universe. Their incredible bond and the astonishing photos they take on their adventures have earned them millions of followers on their various platforms. JJ took him on his first hike when he was just a little kitten. This was also an inauspicious start. Simon panted, was nervous, but when he moved onto JJ's arm and back, which he still prefers to walking beside JJ, the solution was born, and thus began a series of incredible adventures. Part of this is due, we think, to Simon's unique inborn personality, which JJ naturally accommodated, as you can see in his videos. Simon, in our measurements, ranks very high on openness to experience and extroversion traits compared to the average kitty, as you can see in this graph. His high intelligence also served to make him a quick study of the variety of adventures JJ was taking him on. He adapted quickly to either water sports like kayaking or mountain sports like biking. Clearly, Simon has some natural traits which make outdoor adventures exciting rather than frightening. But there is nurture at work too. In JJ's own words, repetition is key. He familiarized him regularly with both outdoor activities and the harness, which is key to keeping adventure kitties safe. What propels this devotion? When asked recently why he travels with a cat, JJ said it reminds him to see things from a new perspective. To see, slow down, and watch. You may be curious about how Bombays differ from American short-hair black cats. Bombay's coat is a jet black and quite sleek to the touch. Black cats often have a surprising pattern of lighter black or reddish brown when you look at their coats in bright light. Bombay eyes are also noticeably round and larger than black cats. They are known to be higher in activity level as well compared to cats in general. So if you're seeking wholesome content that shows the extraordinary bond a human can have with their cat, JJ and Simon fit the bill. If you're intrigued with how harness training works, JJ has some videos on harness training and leash training your cat. Briefly, it will be easier to train a kitten rather than an older cat. JJ swears by the technique of keeping the harness on for longer periods of time, especially for kittens, to acclimate them to the harness. Of course, make sure the harness is safe and secure. We love the story of being attentive and respectful of what is possible with each individual cat and meeting them where they are as you integrate them into your life. Finding that happy spot between a cat's unique personality and your own life and personality is the everyday miracle of sharing a home and life with a cat. Cat integration experts also have these suggestions for adoption. They call it the law of threes. 3 days to decompress, 3 weeks to learn new routines, and 3 months to feel at home. So whether your adventures with your cat are mostly in the gaming chair and gently greeting them in their little cave across the room, or for some lucky folks tucked next to them on the couch while watching TV or reading a book, we all have this in common. We all want the best life for our cats and for them to know that we love them just as they are. We look forward to your next adventures, Simon and JJ. Until next time, everyone, stay kind and take good care.